This video, I will show you what is often hidden behind the feeling of stuckness. Whether you are moving from your career into business, this will give you kind of a map or the next step to follow so you start your business in the way that creates a foundation for you to grow many years later. And if you are in business and feeling stuck, this will actually help you see what keeps you in that stuckness. And so I'm sharing with you my concept that is structured around flower. I conceptualize us female entrepreneurs as flowers. We all have talents, values, and strengths, and they are all unique. So whenever I refer to a flower, I refer to your uniqueness and your business being an extension of that flower. Your business allows that flower to truly blossom and be even more visible in the world. And so in particular, this presentation I have created for a health coaches mastermind that I've presented last year, and that this presentation in particular is rooted in many years of experience, specifically 10 years of experience in digital online, gosh, I just want to go faster, in digital online marketing and consultancy, and 10 years now, almost 10 years, being an entrepreneur. So if you were to really take it to heart, it will change your business. It will change your life, because once you build the foundation that can hold your growth, that you can sustain, it's a different kind of business. And so, right, let's talk about what is a healthy business. Okay, so all right, I'll put this here. So I conceptualize, I'll make it a little bit smaller so you can see the whole thing. So the core problem that I have experienced in business, and that I see a lot of my clients that I'm coaching now, and a lot of women that I've mentored in the past experiencing, is that they building business as usual. And that business as usual is often than not is shaped around opportunity. There is an opportunity to get away from the job, to leverage new trend, to you name it, right? So that opportunity, actually focusing on the opportunity, I'm not saying it, I think this in particular, not saying it well enough, but just focusing on the opportunity is not enough. You need to know whether that opportunity is right for you. Because what happens if you are, if you are starting a business, or you are in the business already and feel that tension of stuckness, often than not, it's about the fact that you have built this foundation for your flower, for your talent, for your strengths. You put the structure that isn't actually designed for that flower. And at the base of it, you put the technology, the structures, the success tactics, what worked for somebody else. And presumably it needs to work for you. Well, I've done this, I've gone this path so many times, and progressively it made me feel worse about myself. I became more and more educated and more skilled and could do more things, but internally I was wilting, and I couldn't explain it to myself. I started internalizing it and thinking that I'm not enough and all of that. So I had to go a long path to just give you this in the context that will truly change your business if you really become present to it and draw from it. Right? So business as usual is built on somebody else's template. Sometimes it's about opportunity, or this technology comes out, so let me, start printing my content or automating my content, automating this, automating my sales conversations, all of that. It all works, but the question is, does it work for you? Can you sustain it? And is it the business that truly moves you forward? Because in my belief, your business is your vehicle for your expression and your evolution. So your business needs to meet you where you are in your development and help you while meeting your clients where they are, and help you grow actually. And so that business design needs to tailor to where you are and have the room for your growth. Because the more you serve your clients, the more you serve with your gifts, the more you evolve, and the more your services evolve as well. And once you start seeing that your business is a living organism, it's not a machine, it's not something that is, done and dusted. I don't know whether that's the right analogy, but it's not fixed anything. It's a living system. So this is the foundation, right? Business as usual has the foundations of other tactics, and then you create the structure, business structure, and that is often the business model that you create for yourself. And in that business model, with the business model design specifically, there is a lot of consideration, or at least the things I consider is, what are your strengths? What do you ultimately want? Like, what is that inspires you? What kind of life you want to have? Where you are in your skill set? All of that informs the business model that you would start with and that you would progress towards. And sorry, just coming back to that image. I want to say so much, but I just want to stick to the image. So it gives you a mental picture which you can take and move forward in your business. So that's about business design, right? When you don't consider yourself, you take the template of the business model that worked for somebody else, but you just feel that it's not fitted for you. And then the thinking is, okay, once the business works, then I will have a life. And when I have a life, then I will be myself, right? But my argument is that this triangle needs to be flipped upside down. And we actually need to start with rooting ourselves in our values, rooting ourselves in knowing ourselves. I meant to say rooting our business in knowing ourselves, our values, our strengths, our experiences, so that we create the foundation on something that is true for you. And as you do that, and then move towards, okay, I know myself, I know what I'm good at, I know what my talents are, I know kind of where my weaknesses are, and based on that, you start looking at what path to take or what skill set to develop. But we'll look at that a bit later. But actually, we'll look at that in a different video, not a bit later, because I don't want to overpromise what I'm going to deliver in this video. But so when you flip it upside down and start designing your business from recognizing your values, your talents, your expertise, and then creating a vision for yourself and for your life, that is where you bring that alignment, right? From your skill set, experience, and values towards, okay, this is what I want. And often than not, you will see that once you get clear on your values, first of all, you'll see that a lot of inner world, what you value in your inner world is not really reflected in your outer world. And that is where you may find yourself that for you to shift towards healthy business, which is the business which is built from the inside out, from life-centric design, such as business that is designed for you to grow sustainably. And once you start seeing those values that you have, you start seeing that the life or the business that you've designed right now or about to design actually completely misaligned with what you value. And that is the biggest risk in knowing yourself. Once you start getting to know yourself, in a sense, you destroy your old life. And that is where a lot of big entrepreneurs online often quit their business, because suddenly they realize that the business they build, it's not the business that aligns with their values, and it's not the business that they can sustain for their lifetime. So the shift is, your business is a living mechanism, and that living mechanism is fitted to where you are, and helping and having, as I said, structure or space to evolve with you. So we've covered going from your values to your vision, and that is only when the business design and specifically business model comes into play, that considers what do you value, that considers what you want, and then defines what model is the best fitted for you to express your talents and bring your flower to life. And then we bring something that amplifies that, something that gives you more visibility, and that is technology. Because technology is there and it's absolutely fantastic, but when you amplify things that don't work, you just amplify what doesn't work even more. But when you amplify something that truly works, truly something that you desire, that is what brings that abundance and that feeling of, So, to summarize, if you are starting your business or feeling stuck in your business, have a look at how you're thinking about the business. Are you thinking about the business in the usual way, from opportunity, approaching it as an opportunity, or you are thinking about a business in a healthier way, such as you understand that your business is your vehicle to bring your values, your flower to life, and in that design a life that nourishes you and allows you to grow.